Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I probably would have done this yesterday or the other day when it was announced, but I was working, and like anybody else, I was caught off guard by it when I looked on Twitter and I looked on Facebook and I, of course, looked on YouTube. I was really caught off by this. You know, when when I got like anybody else, when I got Injustice 2, I love, I've enjoyed playing it. I played a little bit of the story mode, stuff like that, but mostly I've enjoyed the fighting mode and I've enjoyed it in and out. Now, some people may say that it's not as good as the first Injustice, and that might be true, but but honestly, I think, in my opinion, it's just as good as the first Injustice, if not a bit better, maybe. I don't know. Um, but I do know that, hold on for a sec. Sorry about that. That was my alarm going off. But I do know that one thing that we all enjoyed about Injustice, the first Injustice, was not just the story that we got, which I did complete on several occasions. Um, well, I completed anyway, but anyway, it's not just the story that we got. It was the fact that with any games, fighting games particularly, we are promised DLC, basically additional fighters, additional move sets, additional skins, alternate outfits, stuff like that. So when Injustice promised us all that, of course we all jumped at it. Either we waited to get the Ultimate Edition, which included all the DLC that came uh, during the original release's run, or we got the original release and just downloaded all the DLC when it came out. Well, um, for me, I ended up getting the first one, which included all the DLC. And as you can see, that's the DLC that's on there, that's on top. Those are the DLCs for the first Injustice, right there. Now, apparently, this is not the Ultimate Edition. This is regular edition, so you got to get the DLCs when they come out. But the point is, even if some of us, if not most of us, got the original um, copy of Injustice, the first Injustice, we were all happy when it was announced what the fighter packs were going to be like. What we were going to get. Now, true, we didn't get a huge amount there like we're getting here, but we got a decent amount. To see that we got, to see that we got basically, you know, and we've got uh, what's the name? We got Zod, we got Batgirl, Met, we got Zod, we got Batgirl, we got you know Zatanna, Lobo, you name it. Just to get those characters that we felt should have been in the game in the first place was a surprise. But with any sequel or follow up, you always want to outdo what you did before. And just checking something. And with any sequel or follow up, you always want to improve, or you want to improve either graphically. Basically you want to improve in every conceivable way you can think of. And most importantly, that goes with DLC. And with this DLC, with this version, with this follow up on Injustice, Injustice 2, I should say, Uh, looking it up right now. But with these fighter packs that we've been getting, I think NetherRealms and I think NetherRealms and and WB Games have definitely made up for the fact that um, you know we we didn't get too much as far as DLC content goes. You know, we didn't get too much in it. Trying to see something here. Okay, just checking something. But yeah, even though we didn't get too much DLC with the first one, NetherRealms and WB are making up for it with this one. Um, and I'm happy they're doing that. I really am. Because now not only do we have two fighter packs that are currently out, but we have another one that's coming out. And as a lot of you probably know, this one was possibly the biggest reveal of all. Now, this was revealed during the InJustice 2 World Championships that I think got broadcast on TBS or something. And for what they revealed was huge. I mean, really huge. First of all, let's break down the two other packs that came before this. Fighting wise, you ended up getting in the first pack Sub-Zero, Red Hood, and Starfire. In the second pack, you ended up getting um, the second pack. I know that two of the surprise ones that you got in the second pack were Raiden. Okay, we know that in the second pack you ended up getting Black Manta, Raiden from the Mortal Kombat series because I guess NetherRealms wants to keep it connected, some kind of connection there. So you get Black Manta, Raiden, and then the big one that came out of that was Hellboy. It's like, where did this come from, right? So after that, we knew there was a third pack coming. Well, it was announced that a third pack would be coming. And this third pack was big in its own right. The third pack that got revealed during the InJustice 2 EuroLeague World Championships that got broadcast on television, TBS mostly. The pack that got revealed and showcased Enchantress from Suicide Squad, not in her Suicide Squad outfit, but although that might be an alternative skin that you can play as. But we had Black Manta. I mean, not Black Manta. We had Enchantress. We had the Atom, which is DC's equivalent to Ant-Man, if not more so. And then the biggest reveal of all, the one that even I didn't see coming in. I had to do a double take when I saw this. I had to be like, huh? What? Tell me I'm seeing things. The biggest reveal that came out of this was the addition of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the way they set it up was it threw everybody for a loop. Because you're thinking, okay, you got two fighters here, you got Enchantress, you got Adam, and they're going to probably throw in an additional DC character to end it, right? Or additional 102. No. As soon as Enchantress and Adam are approaching each other, after they've kind of squared off just a bit, and they're approaching each other, a Psy gets thrown into the mix. Someone throws a Psy right in between them, and immediately And you could look at all the reactions here on YouTube, the live reaction from the crowd at the World Championships, the live reactions of all the people that saw it. There's even a mashup of reactions, a mashup video of the reactions that people gave. But as soon as that side dropped, it's like it took some people a second, but a lot of people were like, oh crap, no way. And then the moment you saw that that outfitted, trench coated character come out of the shadows, you're like, oh my goodness. And he removes the trench coat. Boom. Holy crap. Like that place, that live reaction where the World Championship was taking place exploded. Everybody's reaction across the internet exploded. The fact that out of all characters, to include in a DLC pack, you're including the TMNT. Now the designs look very, very similar to what the 1990 movie design looked like. You could tell it's very reminiscent of the 1990 design from the live action movie. So that's pretty cool. The fact that out of all the TMNT designs they chose, they decided to go with the one from the 1990 movie. So I love that. I enjoyed that. But holy crap. For something like this, holy crap. That is just amazing. I mean, the fact that I mean, I haven't downloaded all the fighters. I've only downloaded so far Starfire. That's it. I still got to get Red Hood. I still got to get Darkseid if I don't complete the whole thing by myself. I still got to get Brainiac if I don't complete the story by myself. I still got to get Red Hood. I still got to get Black Manta, Raiden, Sub-Zero. I still got to get these characters. But to find out that not only we're going to get Enchantress, not only we're going to get the Atom, but we're getting the freaking Ninja Turtles as a part of this, that's amazing. Now, according to the schedule of release, the Atom is supposed to be released as DLC in December. Enchantress will be in January, and the Ninja Turtles will be in February. So that's pretty cool. And from what I understand, this could be the last Fighter Pack, the last DLC Fighter Pack that we get, because they'll be releasing, just like they did with the previous one, they'll be releasing an Ultimate Edition of this with all the DLC included. So you have a choice to either look forward to that and probably get it for maybe $20 less, or at the actual retail price of $59, $60, I don't know. Or if you have it already, I'll tell you this, I'm going to let you know right now, I highly recommend getting these DLC characters. I'm going to get I definitely know for a fact that I'm going to get the Ninja Turtle pack that Fighter Pack with Ninja Turtles when it comes out. Because you know what? Here's the thing. We don't know, all we got was a trailer, so we don't know what the gameplay is going to be like. But I think we kind of got an idea that, because I don't know how they're going to do this with the Ninja Turtles, honestly. But it looks like it's going to be a whole group thing at first. So they may give you a group. So basically you play as all four at the same time. You kind of change in and out. So that's going to be kind of cool if that's the case. Might be a little tricky, but it'd be kind of cool to play as all four of them at the same time. And I don't know. Again, I don't know how they're going to present this. I'm pretty sure you're going to have the option. I'm pretty sure that choosing all four of them is going to be stuff like there. It's going to be probably. I'm hoping. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's optional. I'm hoping that it's optional, and that we get an opportunity to play individually as each turtle, and not just have to rely on them as a group. But if we have to do it as a group, that'll be interesting to see. It won't be the first time fighting games do that, but it'll be interesting to see what you come up with all four Ninja Turtles. But overall, all I can say is, as far as InJustice goes, one thing me and my mom say about our dog our dog here, is one of the toys we got her was a stuffless toy back when she was like a year or two, and she's had that since then. She's been playing with it since then. And one thing that me and my mom always say that kind of we're in agreement with is that stuffless toy that we got her was a good investment because she still plays with it to this day. So as far as InJustice goes, if you bought this game as is, like this, digitally, digitally, Xbox One, and heck, if you're planning to get the PC version, which is supposed to be coming out, then it's definitely worth the investment to get this game. So overall, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm happy about this. This does open the door because who knows? Maybe NetherRealm Studios and WB may come together and say, "Hey, people like what we did here. Let's do another fighter pack." Because honestly, I think you can't. Because honestly, I don't think they can just end it off with 3 fighter packs. I mean, that is the norm apparently when it comes to fighting games, those sporting games like wrestling and boxing and all that. But there's always an occasion where you can at least do one more pack. And I think if the demand is met enough and if fans want it enough, we'll get a 4th fighter pack, hopefully. And if we do, I would like to see who they include there because, like I said, adding in the Ninja Turtles with this one, adding in freaking Hellboy with the last one, the door is wide open for whatever they can bring in. It's wide open. And this is one thing I got to give NetherRealm. Got to give them a lot of credit. Them and WB games, whether you like them or you don't, at least they realize that to keep fans occupied, to keep them happy, to keep them around, that they need to expand on the game. They need to keep it relatively fresh. They need to keep it relatively new. And I like what they're doing here. I really do. So I like how they're doing that because they did it with Mortal Kombat X. They've done it with InJustice, the first InJustice, and now they're doing it with the second InJustice. So, here's to hoping they probably give us a 4th and final pack if they decide to do it. And yeah, that's all I can really say. But I just thought I'd come out here live and kind of express my thoughts on the InJustice fighter packs that have come out and express my reaction and happiness at the fact that the third one's going to give us the Ninja Turtles, which is a surprise. Because again, I don't know if it's going to be a group thing to where you got to play as all 4 of them, but you switch out, or you can play them individually. So we'll have to wait and see what they plan to do. But I'm just happy to know that's happening. Again, I guarantee you, if Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy, does a reaction video to this, he's going to feel the same way, like he didn't see this coming. I'm sure Joe Vargas Joe Vargas is the same way. He didn't see this coming. So So, so either way, I'm just glad this is happening. And if they were to do a 4th fighter pack, and I hope they do, I hope NetherRealms and WB consider doing it. If they were to do a 4th fighter pack, I think honestly they need to give us a fighter pack that it contains maybe some DC characters like they've been doing, but some outside surprises. Um, if I was to look at any kind of DC character that we have yet to get, kind of a long list of DC characters. If I was to choose anybody, wow, who would I choose? Who would I choose? I I'll give you one, Batwoman. Put in Batwoman, and we're not just talking Batwoman of the past. We're talking the current Batwoman, the lesbian Batwoman. Put her in there. See what her reactions would be. I would like to see her in a 4th fighter pack. Um, who else? Who else? Did we get Bizarro yet? Because I think we could get Bizarro, and I'm not talking just make him a an alternate skin that you can choose when you choose Superman. I think Bizarro would be a good one. Who else? Who else? Who else could be a good one? Oh, Beast Boy. No, well, Beast Boy is a good choice. Um, Toyman, Toyman, and there's a lot of interpretations of Toyman, but he would be a good choice along with Batwoman. And as far as an outsider goes, my gosh, there's so many there. Um, there's so many choices on the outside that so that WWE, I mean not WWE, but WB and other realms can get their hands on just for this. Um, honestly, if they want to keep the group dynamic going, I say the next outside DLC that they could bring in as a part of this, Ghostbusters. We're talking the original 84, 89 Ghostbusters. Bring those guys in as a DLC pack from the outside, along with Toyman and Batwoman for a fourth DLC pack if they do it. Because that would be interesting. That would be cool to see. And if not them, definitely go a step further. Bring in a Transformer. Go to the Transformers. Go and bring in Optimus Prime. That would shock people. You bring that guy in. You can scale him down if you want to, whatever, but bring him in. That would be a huge coup if they were to do that. So honestly, when I look at DLC, if you, so honestly, if I look at a potential fourth DLC pack, if they were to do one for Injustice 2, I definitely see them. I would like to see them bring in Batwoman, the new one, with the lesbian background. I'd like to see them bring in Toyman. And you got different incarnations of how you can work with him. And then from an outsider perspective, either keep with the group dynamic and bring in the Ghostbusters, the original 84, 89, or if you don't do that, go and bring in Optimus Prime from the Transformers. Because that would be a huge coup right there, either way. So overall though, my thoughts again on Injustice 2's DLC packs, the fighter packs, I think they're great. I think they're knocking them out of the park. Most definitely, they proved that with the recent announcement of the third fighter pack that includes the Ninja Turtles. Again, I don't know how they're gonna work around, using those characters. Either if you're gonna do them individually or it's just as a group. We'll have to wait and see. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Injustice 2. Do you agree with my idea for a potential fourth DLC pack of fighters, two DC and one outsiders? Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Thank you all for watching live and post live, and I'm out.